New this Wednesday, 2 men arrested in Holyoke last night after police found them with a slew of drugs, including more than 100 bags of heroin/fentanyl. Officers responded to a reported threat made with a gun, finding the suspect car parked at the gas station on the intersection of Whiting Farms and Lower Westfield Roads. Police searched the car, leading to the discovery of what you can see here on your screen. That's 162 grams of crack cocaine, nearly 50 Suboxone strips, and the 100 bags of heroin or fentanyl. $400 in cash was also recovered. The two passengers, 27-year-old Joel Vasquez of Holyoke and 33-year-old Manuel Grant of Springfield, were both arrested on various charges.